Is a calorie a calorie? That is one of the most common questions that I get. Everyone comes up to me and says, Dr. Allo, what are your thoughts? Is a calorie a calorie? Like, is a calorie of kale and quinoa the same as a calorie of jelly donuts or Pop Tarts? So I'm always very careful when I need to answer this question because, first of all, I need to know what you're asking exactly. Are you asking me, is a calorie in terms of weight loss? Or is a calorie in terms of nutrition and health benefits? Or is a calorie in terms of if you put it in a calorie meter and burn them and see how many calories you burn? It all kind of depends on what you mean. So generally, I think most people are asking this question from two different angles. One of them is regards to weight loss. Can you lose weight eating any kind of calories as long as they're X number of calories? And then the second way people are asking it is usually in terms of health, I think. Probably not as common as the first question, but if you eat a bunch of apples, fruits, and oranges as 400 calories versus eating some Pop Tarts as 400 calories, what is the nutritious value? I think we all know the answer to the second question, that fruits, vegetables, lean meats, olive oils, that kind of stuff. A Mediterranean style diet, by far, proven in multiple studies, reduces cardiovascular mortality, all-cause mortality, and multiple types of cancer. Without a question, eating fruits and vegetables and those kind of wholesome foods have way more nutritious value than eating highly processed foods. Highly processed foods are foods that come in a box, a wrapper, a can, container of some sort that you have to open. So like these are like your frozen meals, Snickers bars, frozen meals, cans of whatever, processed stuff that doesn't come in the natural form that it was created in. So yeah, definitely the natural form of a food that's unprocessed contains tons of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all of that, super nutritious, right? Very good for your heart. There are actually studies done on people who substitute out processed foods for more wholesome foods, actually improve their health markers, especially if it ends up causing a calorie deficit. Like you could eat a bag of Doritos or 4, boiled potatoes or 3 green apples, like whatever it might be, whatever the substitution you're making is, substituting more wholesome and more whole foods for more processed foods definitely can make a difference if it helps you create a calorie deficit. Now, the bigger question, which I think is what people are actually asking me, is if I just am interested in weight loss, like I just want to lose weight, is a calorie if I just want to lose weight? That's the question that I think most people are asking. And the answer, without a doubt, has been answered by science. This is not me making it up. This is not, somebody talking, just because it doesn't seem right. No, it's been answered. I have a 3-hour lecture on YouTube on diet science, and another one on weight loss, and a whole bunch of them. But the answer is quite clear. If you're asking just about weight loss, then a calorie is a calorie. It doesn't matter if you're eating 1,400 calories of jelly donuts or 1,800 calories of just Twinkies, 1,800 calories of just salmon or ribeye or butter or whatever it is, you will lose weight. If you need to eat 1,800 calories to lose weight, you will lose weight. Professor Mark Haub, the head of nutrition at Kansas State University, wanted to prove this himself. He was eating lunch with his colleagues, and he was eating a Twinkie or some equivalent. The other nutrition professors looked at him and said, "Hey, Dr. Haub, what are you doing? We thought you're trying to lose weight. Why are you eating a Twinkie?" He said, "You can lose weight eating Twinkies." And they're like, no, you can't. What are you talking about? That's impossible. So he proved them wrong. In 10 weeks, he ate mostly Twinkies, Doritos, Oreos, Little Debbie snack cakes, things like that. He did drink 100 grams of protein a day because he didn't want to lose lean body mass. That's only 400 calories. But the other 1,400 calories a day were junk food. He lost 28 pounds in 10 weeks. Cholesterol went down by 20%. LDL went down by 22%. HDL went up. All of your cardiovascular markers that you could measure. Now, I'm not stupid enough to think that just one single story answers the question. No, that's just an N of one. We're not going to look at a study that's just one subject. So there have been lots of studies that have shown that if you're in a calorie deficit, you're eating less than you need, that is the most important thing. The most important thing when it comes to weight loss is the calorie deficit, not the composition of the diet. It doesn't matter if you're eating mostly carbs, no fat, mostly protein, nothing else, mostly fat, nothing else, like whatever it is. They varied all the different studies or all the different diets, and they found that the calorie deficit alone is responsible entirely for the weight loss, regardless of macronutrient emphasis. It doesn't matter if you want to emphasize carbs or fats or proteins, whatever it is. But the calorie deficit alone is the most important thing when it comes to weight loss. So you could eat anything you enjoy and still lose weight. And there's been other studies too. It's not just one study. I'm not the kind of person who looks at one study and says, oh my God, yay, we got the answer. No. There have been now multiple studies in multiple journals. And if you grab my book, the link is below, we go over all those studies in depth, and then there's link outs to all the studies. You can click on the links and read the studies yourself. If you don't want to read my explanation or you don't want to just look at it, you can go to those pages on the internet and read those studies. They've done studies where they looked at high glycemic index foods, like highly processed foods like the Doritos and Little Debbie snack cakes and Twinkies and whatnot. You eat 800 calories of that versus low glycemic index foods, things like brown rice or like broccoli and stuff like that. They've compared that. If you're eating the same amount of calories, you lose the same amount of weight. Now, the other huge thing that is very important to note when we talk about this is that no matter how you lose the weight, all the studies that we've done on weight loss too, no matter how you lose the weight, your cardiovascular markers and inflammatory markers all improve. So regardless of what macronutrients you emphasize or what you ate to get there or how you eat or whatever, regardless of what you're doing to lose the weight, if the weight is coming off, then all of your inflammatory markers improve and your cardiovascular and all-cause mortality also improve. So that's kind of the answer in a nutshell. It's a nuanced answer. I think when people are asking this question, mainly they're asking, can I eat any kind of calories to lose weight? And the answer is generally yes. Is that the most nutritious way to lose weight? If you're eating the same of any kind of food, you're missing out on vital minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. Like if you're and it could be anything. If you're eating just sweet potatoes all day, every day for a year, you're missing out on maybe vitamin whatever or this important like selenium or zinc or whatever it might be. You don't want to do that. You want to eat a variety of foods so that you're not deficient in any nutrient, any amino acid, any kind of thing like that. So hope that helps. If you want, grab my book, lots of data in there, and watch the rest of my videos. There's a ton of videos. I'll put them up here. Watch my videos. All of this stuff we go in depth about and we answer, okay?